with TCTV News. I'm Sabrina Harrison.
And I'm Hubert McCarthy.
Ross Township Police continue to search for a missing mother of two who was last seen on September 26. Jamie Peterson, 11, and 12-year-old children arrived home from school last week and their mother was nowhere to be seen, police said. The 30-year-old woman's purse and cell phone were also missing. Her mother described the situation as living a nightmare. Police have collected evidence on North Formont Avenue near Peterson's home. Her father passed out flyers all over North Hills area on Monday, hoping to find someone with information. The woman's green Nissan remained parked in the driveway, although her mother said she could not walk long distances because of a recent knee injury. Peterson said that there wouldn't be any reason for her daughter to not take her car. The woman is a mechanic and has several distinctive tattoos, including a butterfly on her neck and a purple bear on her left arm. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call Ross Township Police.
Michael Bloomberg testified Monday in the criminal trial of a political operative charged with stealing up to $1.1 million from personal donations Bloomberg made during his 2009 re-election campaign. John F. Haggerty Jr. is charged in a criminal indictment with 5 counts related to a scheme to falsely represent the contours and expenses of an election day ballot security operation that he claimed he would organize, plan, and run under the auspices of the New York State Independence Party. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges, which include grand larceny, money laundering, and 3 counts of falsifying business records.
A Hawaiian tradition is about to become recognized as a legitimate high school sport. Surfing, which is synonymous with the island culture, is expected to get formal approval Tuesday as a sanctioned sport when the State Board of Education meets. The proposal, if approved, would sanction surfing as a sport available in all 46 high schools in the island state. Now, let's go over to sports.
Thank you, Desk. I'm Ryan Thornton with sports. Our first story, New York Yankees beat the Detroit Tigers 10-1 Tuesday night to send their AL playoff series back to the Bronx for a decisive 5th game. Derek Jeter rebounded from a game-ending strikeout Monday, putting the Yankees ahead to stay with a 2-run double in the 3rd. Granderson also an RBI double, and New York broke it open with 6 runs in the 8th. Shaky all season, Burnett started only because Game 1 was suspended by rain Friday. He was on the ropes in the first after loading the bases on walks, but Granderson made his first sensational grab to prevent at least 3 runs. Beltre hit 3 straight home runs, and the defending AL champions advanced again, beating the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3 in Game 4 Tuesday to win their playoff matchup. Beltre put on a power show that few players in Major League history have matched, helping Texas take the best-of-5 series and ending the Rays' remarkable run to the wild card spot. The Rangers next played the Detroit Tigers, New York Yankees winner. Pinch hitter Ben Francisco and closer Ryan Madson made their managers' moves look smart. The Philadelphia Phillies held off the St. Louis Cardinals 3-2 Tuesday for a 2-1 lead in their playoff series. Francisco batted for Cole Hamels and broke open a scoreless game with a 2-out, 3-run homer off Jamie Garcia in the 7th inning. And closer Ryan Madson came in the 9th inning to do what he has done all season and finish off the game with a 3-win for the Phillies. Houston, Texas wide receiver Andre Johnson is expected to miss 3 weeks after undergoing a minor medical procedure Tuesday. According to a report by Fox 26 Sports in Houston, Johnson went down without getting touched in the 2nd quarter against Pittsburgh on Sunday and did not return. Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin ruled James Harrison out for Sunday's game against the Tennessee Titans because of the outside linebacker will undergo a surgery procedure Wednesday for a broken orbital bone around his right eye. Harrison, a four-time Pro Bowler and 2008 AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year, will be out indefinitely, and there is no timetable for his return. For all of you NBA fans, news just keeps getting worse by the day. The NBA has canceled the remainder of the preseason and will wipe out the first 2 weeks of the regular season if there is no labor agreement by Monday. Commissioner David Stern and Deputy Commissioner Adam Silver made the announcement after owners and players met for about 4 hours Tuesday, but came no closer to an agreement. That was sports. Thank you. Back to the desk.
After spending more than half of his 35-year newspaper career in the Shenango Valley, Herald publisher John L. Lima is retiring effective Monday. A search is underway for his successor. Keith Levins, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of CNHI, lauded Lima for his stewardship of the Herald since arriving in Sharon on October 1st, 1993.
Yuengling beers are now available in the Buckeye State. This is huge news for the state of Ohio, who has been waiting to get a taste of that Pennsylvania brew. That dates back to 1829. Yuengling brewers have decided to expand their productions to the new Ohio markets because it was the only state bordering Pennsylvania that didn't carry the beer, and have had a high demand for it for several years. The Akron, Cleveland, Columbus, and Youngstown areas will be the first to test it out, and the remainder of the state will have to wait until November.
The death toll from twin typhoons that pounded the Philippines has reached 59. Typhoon Nasat has claimed 55 lives, and the death toll from Nalgae rose to 4 Monday as rescuers found the body of a man who drowned in a raging floodwaters in Bulkan province by Monday afternoon. Nalgae had weakened to a tropical storm, but it still threatened to bring heavy rainfall and strong winds to China's Hainan Island on Tuesday. Now let's take a look at weather a little closer to home.
Thank you guys from the desk. I'm Alex Reed with the weather. Nationally, it's very cold everywhere. It's 51 in New York, 50 in Atlanta, 65 in Orlando, 58 in New Orleans, and even in the West Coast, it's 51 in Seattle and 67 in Las Vegas, Nevada. And next, we'll look at the current temperatures. It's 50 degrees currently with a dew point of 47 degrees and humidity of 89%. Now let's take a look at the radar. It's finally cleared up from all the rain. As you can see, there's nothing on here on the forecast. And if you got any lawn work to do, now would probably be the time to do it so you don't get rained out. You can take a picnic. Now for the current highs, it is relatively around 64 to 66 degrees around the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, except for Akron at 68 and Cleveland at 68. And now we'll take a look at the lows. You can see it's between 48 to 54 relatively in this whole area of Pennsylvania, Ohio. And like I said before, last minute lawn work, get it done. And now we'll take a look at the 7-day forecast. It's relatively in the 70s all week, 75, 76 over the weekend. Again, good time for picnics and going out on outings with your family. And the lows are pretty chilly, so bring a coat just in case. And that's all for the weather. Back to you at the desk.
Just a reminder to all those Teal students who might not have noticed the buzz around campus. The new Teal Bistro is open for business. The unveiling of the improved food station started Monday morning, where the President Van Aken was joined with Greg Garber, Barry, and Mike McKinney for a ribbon cutting during the grand opening. The bistro now has a new look, menu, and traffic flow. Be sure to visit and try something new.
Authorities said a man was attacked by a dog while walking home from work yesterday night on Pittsburgh North Side. Ed Kofishin suffered several injuries when the dog broke through a screen door and attacked him. Douglas Koshin, the victim's son, said his father was walking on East Ohio Street towards his home on Vista Street. Koshin said his father used an umbrella to try to defend himself until police came. He was later taken to a hospital. The dog owner said the pit bull lab mix has been quarantined.
On Saturday, more than 700 protesters were arrested for blocking the Brooklyn Bridge. A splinter group called the Occupy Chicago touted a huge afternoon march. In Boston, 34 groups, unions, and other organizations forced on everything from foreclosure prevention to climate change marched for an economic that works for all of us. According to the website, over the West Coast, Occupy Los Angeles kicked off with a march to City Hall. In Seattle, demonstrators touted a leaderless resistance movement with people of many colors and genders. Now let's go over and see what's happening in the world of entertainment.
Well, thanks guys from the desk. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Taylor. 20th Century Fox is working on reviving a TV show that was canceled back in 2006, the show Arrested Development. Fox is developing a film and script and a brand new season of the relatively popular show. The original show starred Jason Bateman and Michael Cera. No release date has been decided for either project.
The Swedish Academy will announce the 2011 Nobel Prize in Literature today. This will be followed by the Nobel Peace Prize on Monday. The secretive organization is notorious for announcing awards late in the year. Last year's winner was a writer from Peru who was awarded nearly $10 million.
Robert Whittaker, the famous photographer for the Beatles, died last week. A close friend reports that he lost his battle with cancer at the age of 71. Whittaker is responsible for the scores of famous Beatles photographs, including the highly controversial Beatles Butcher album, featuring the band in all white surrounded by decapitated baby dolls and raw meat. His work will certainly be honored and remembered.
Andy Rooney, writer and creator of 60 Minutes, delivered his last commentary for the show Sunday. The 92-year-old insists that he is not retiring, however, as he plans to continue to write. His 33 years with the news magazine will live on, and his work and dedication will surely be missed.
Country star Martina McBride will be hosting a private concert on October 14th in downtown Manhattan to fight breast cancer. Part of her plan is to light up the Empire State Building in a pinkish glow to promote breast cancer awareness. This concert will be released of her latest album featuring songs inspired by cancer survivors.
The Lion King hands its box office title down to newcomer Dolphin Tale, which is based on a true story. This box office surprise cashed in a whopping $14 million in its first 3 days. Take a look at the trailer and see why it made such a big splash.
No dolphin has ever been known to lose its entire tail and survive.
We can't make her want to live. She's going to have to do that part on her own.
Dad, he's the boy from the beach, remember? How's she gonna live if she can't swim?
Every aquarium in the country says it's hopeless.
Well, they haven't met winter yet.